We are on the road again, and we are heading to London this morning. Me and Sam are off to another exhibition. It's exhibition season at the moment. We are out and about quite regularly. We are heading today to the photography and video show at the Excel in London. We haven't been, or I haven't been before. Sam's been before because he's a pro. But we are heading down. We're very passionate this year about levelling up our content game. So we want to improve the vlog. We're trying to improve the content we're putting out for the businesses, and we are. There's no better place to go and look at new kit, new equipment than these shows. So we're going to look at some new kit, new software, network with other pros, understand a little bit more about how we can level up the game. See what new industry trends there are, and hopefully try and not allow Sam to spend too much money. But yeah, no, it should be a good day. We're going to head down there, and we're taking you with us. See what the day's got in store. Having a little pit stop for a can of water at the photography and video show. It is good here. It's not been before, but learned a lot already. Our eyes have been watering at some of the kit and the equipment. But the good thing about this show is they're actually doing a lot of show deals, which is kind of dangerous as well, because there's loads of really cool kit that would level up our content and our output. It's just deciding where we put our budget. So yeah, looked at some great stuff. There's some really good talks on as well, which we're going to head to in a little minute, and for some of the keynote speakers, and listen to that. Always, every day is a school day and all that, so we're going to go and do a bit of learning. And then circle back on some of the stands that we picked up some leaflets for, some of the equipment, some of the show deals, and yeah, so far so good. I just really think these kind of days are so important, not just for this kind of event, but to get out there to events, exhibitions, meet new suppliers, meet new people, learn, improve, develop, gives you a burst of energy, and just be looking at how you can get better than we was yesterday, and looking at the new tech, new innovation, new things coming out, inspires you. I think more of us need to invest in getting out to more of these sort of events. That's what we're doing. We are wrapping up an exciting day. It's been good. I feel pretty knackered now. It's been a long one, lots of steps, lots of conversations, placed some orders for some new kit, some bits and pieces that are going to help us. We've got some goodies picked up, and now we're going to head back in the car and see what the rest of the afternoon's got in store for us. Hit the road.
Hey Cody, how's your day going?
Hello Sam, not the best to be honest. We've bought one of these, well two of these actually, and we've started trying to set them up. The first one, the first day of trying to set it up, we tried to put it on this table. As you can see, we tried to bolt it in, and to no avail. Unfortunately the wood bowed, so we've had to get a more heavy duty table. That's now worked, but the air compressor that this bad boy runs off of, which is down there, was sent to us with missing parts, unfortunately. So we're now waiting on the parts to land before we can fully get it set up, which is slightly frustrating because obviously we've invested the money in getting them here. So it would be nice to actually be able to start using them. But we've got an order of 1,500 t-shirts, double-sided, which we were planning to get on here, but at the moment we're having to do it the old-fashioned way on the standard presses. So this is top of my priority list at the moment to try and get this up and running. You're probably wondering, what is this? So it is a dual pneumatic heat press. So they're your bog standard heat presses that we usually use, or similar to them, but this bad boy is a lot better for the operator. It can be powered, it's obviously powered by air, compressed air, and you've got a foot pedal, or you can use this green button on the side, and what it does is it will automatically move the heat platen from side to side. What that allows the operators to do is, while one is pressing over this side, they can be lining up the next t-shirt, tote bag or garment on this side, getting the transfer in place, etc. And then as soon as this one is done pressing, they click their foot pedal, this comes across, starts pressing the one they were lining up, and now they can take this one off and load the next one on. So it just makes it a lot more efficient, and it means at all times there's always something under the press, whereas the traditional way you'd have that downtime in between where you're swapping over the garment because you've only got one press. So a very nice bit of kit, but it'd be a bit nicer if it was working. So today's plan is to get this up and running, and hopefully next time I speak on the beloved vlog, this bad boy will be in action. It's Friday, and that is what we're doing in classic Taylor terms.
We are on site at one of our valued partners today, one of our customers, Age UK Norwich. We are doing something that we've been meaning to get out and do for a long time, which is start to get out and see some of our customers and start to create some testimonial videos on what it's like working with us. I think more of us need to be doing this. We've stalled it for a long time because we've been meaning to do it, but we're on this mission now to really start getting out there and taking our resource and putting together some videos and some case studies with our partners, so that people that are maybe considering working with us can hear it from the horse's mouth, so to speak, on actually what it's like to partner with Totally Branded for their branded merchandise for their business. So we've come over to Norwich this morning to do some interviews with some of the marketing team at Age UK Norwich to sort of create a little bit of a video on their journey with us, the kind of products we produce for them and what they like about working with us. So getting set up, getting prepped, jumped into one of their meeting rooms. And the advice that I would give people when you're doing this is, it's not all one-sided. When you reach out to your customers and say, would you mind giving us a testimonial? Would you mind us coming and sending a video crew, and coming down for the day and producing a video? Let it be a win-win situation. Within the price, when you're getting a videographer to do it, ask them to produce 2 videos. One video is for your business to promote as a case study, to put on your company YouTube, your website, just to give that confidence. And then within the footage you get, shoot some extra and give back to the customer and say that you'll make them a couple of minute long promotional video of their choosing on what the messaging's about, what the sort of general feel of the video is, that you'll send them afterwards that they can use in their marketing material. So it just softens the ask, and then a lot of the time it's an absolute no-brainer. Everybody knows that most promotional company videos you get made now can cost thousands of pounds in time, effort, and getting a professional company in. So if you can offer that, it's usually a win-win, and it really makes most people say yes. So I think more of us need to work on doing that. Video is not going away, it's getting bigger and bigger, and you can use that asset, leverage your time over and over again, put it on your website, your socials, and when you've got certain customers in certain industries thinking about it, your sales team can use it as an asset to send on. So I'll strongly advise you getting involved in that. And yeah, let's see how our video came out. Just on our way back, and I've just been catching up with Kelly, my assistant. When Kelly joined me, Kelly's not actually been with me that long, but it's just changed the game for me. And I just think that finding the right assistant is just something that everyone who's trying to push limits of what they can be doing and really be working on multiple things at the same time and really trying to be effective, I just believe that everyone needs a Kelly. And it's taken me, time to get to that point. And what I would say is just keep pushing until you find that right person that's the right fit for you. My advice would be, and friends of mine that have got, great executive, personal assistants, whatever you want to call it, working alongside them as a bit of a 2-person team. Everybody that I know that's cracked it really well has got somebody working with them that's highly experienced, been doing the role for a long time, that's worked with CEOs, MDs, entrepreneurs who are far in excess of where they are. So Kelly, for example, worked previously as a PA to a CEO of a 500-person business. So for where I've had people where I'm too much for them, to Kelly, I'm like a baby compared to what she's used to dealing with. So what I'm saying is that you're not stretching them, and you're not made to feel guilty for the way you are. So like, I can't help the way I am, and in the past when I've tried to work with people, they think I'm not normal, and that I ask too much, and I'm spinning too many plates, and it just overwhelms them and it crashes. With Kelly, she's got a lot more experience. She's been used to, she's grown up in the world and done this role for many, many years with people far in excess of where we currently are. This is nothing to her. I say nothing, she'd shoot me for saying that because it's still challenging. It has its peaks and its troughs, but nothing's too much trouble. We've got a fantastic relationship. We work so well together. She gets me, she knows me, even in this short space of time, and I feel really comfortable around her, where I don't need to hide anything. I don't need to not be myself. I don't need to not ask. We've got a really good solid relationship, and when you find that, and it does take time, and I've got friends that have tried it and said, I've given up, Tay, it doesn't work, I've been there, I've tried it and it hasn't worked, and I've nearly given up. But sometimes you've got to try a few times, but when you crack it, your world just changes. And Kelly looks after so much for me that's allowing me to free up. I'm buying back so much of my time and mental energy that's allowing me to be even more effective to the team. And I'm being able to work on more things with different departments, push new projects forward, get out and do stuff, and she's just deflecting so much from me. So just getting those systems and processes in place, and that person to really help you, is huge. So yeah, tip of the day: if you don't have an assistant, find the money and get yourself one. That's what we're doing. Back at my desk today, and I'm feeling really low on energy. I think the week has just taken its toll on me a lot. We're pushing really aggressively with the Chroma project to get that over the line. There's a lot of meetings, a lot of late nights I've had, because in the day I'm really intensively being involved in that at the moment because we don't have a project manager there. So I'm kind of stepping in to make sure that's happening. So then all of my other kind of meetings I'm having in between, but my brain's having to work harder because it's out of my usual routine. I'm doing like an hour commute up there most days to check in on the site, push things forward. And I'm doing an hour back. I'm having late evenings doing budgets and cash flow on that, looking at the schedule of works, the Gantt charts, on top of all the other stuff we got going on within the businesses. So yeah, it is the final push. So it's the end is in sight, but it is definitely taking its toll, and we've learned so many lessons there on that project, which is good. But I think the message I wanted to give is about, I've made this mistake so many times, and today I'm really actually quite proud of myself that I've listened to my own body. There's this thing around like energy management, and I think when you're running a business, it's so easy to just be constantly going, and to the point where you just burn out. And I've done it so many times over the years where I end up just wiping myself out for 3 weeks in bed. And this time round, I'm spotting the signs. I can feel it in the morning when I wake up, and I just feel like it's a struggle to actually get up, and where I'm starting to forget things, and I'm starting to feel quite like just tired in the moment, and where I'm just struggling to make conversation with people, and that's the sign where I'm like, that's not me. And so what I've done is that I've really recognised it, and I've cleared my diary. Kelly's cleared my diary, made sure I haven't got anything essential, and I've just been really kind to myself, where I've just picked like 6 or 7 things that I've even not even followed a schedule in my diary today, and I've just wrote down a few things that would make me feel like I've achieved something today. And I'm just having a fairly simple day, moving a few things forward, brainstorming a few ideas, and just not overstretching that brain too much. So energy management, I think more of us need to be aware of that. when we have the peaks and the troughs, because burning yourself out means you are no good to anyone, and you need a sustainable model where you can show up every day and be like that, not like that. And I think that's a big message. One of my little goodies have arrived from mine and Sham's little shopping spree on Monday when we went to the photography and video show. My webcam, so I obviously do a hell of a lot of Teams calls, Zoom calls in any given week. And I did have an external webcam that was plugged into my monitor, my external monitor, and on my desk. I don't need to unplug my MacBook every time to jump on a Teams. And then it corrupted, broke, and I just hadn't replaced it for ages, and it had been on my radar to do it. But then when we were at the event, I found this like super duper webcam, which probably shouldn't have spent what I have on it, but it is cool. And I can see today, we're on this big lean journey, I can see how much more lean it's made me. So now this thing's just plugged in, it's got AI technology in it, and it's unbelievable. It films you in 4K. You can use it for videoing and filming. So me and Sam have already thought about ways we could use it in the vlog to like document like a time lapse of what I'm up to and that sort of stuff. But it films in 4K, and it has this auto tracking functionality, so that if I'm on a call and there's a few of us in the room, it will follow me, the camera. So you put your hand up and it detects you, and then it will follow me, in theory. Oh no, I think I've just turned the tracking off now. Now it's on. So you'll see it actually follows me around. I'm still getting used to it. I only set it up this morning, but it's bloody cool. And the beauty of it is that obviously normally I'm having to detach, put my laptop down. Now I can just jump straight in from what I'm doing. If I'm in the midst of a spreadsheet or whatever it may be, I can jump straight into a Teams call. It's there if there's other people sitting in the room. This thing can literally 360 around the whole room. So I can control it from here, and I can spin the entire room. So if I wanted to show someone over there, it can do that, and you can set the tracking up. Also going to be really handy in a meeting room if there's a group of us doing a meeting internationally. So yeah, really cool, and really pleased with that. It's got loads of features that I've not even uncovered yet. But that's my little treat to myself for a busy few months, and that's my little reward. And it's going to help me, it's going to help the business, and it's going to make us more efficient. So that's one of my little goodies. And the second goodie that we picked up was this teleprompter. As I mentioned, we really want to up our game with producing informative videos for our customers, both at Totally Branded and at Tassie Waste. And so this teleprompter is really going to help us think through our informative product videos and the tutorials that we make for our customers to make the content creation far more efficient, and ultimately produce a better video with better information that we get right first time when we're putting these information videos out on our websites.
I did get right first time. Yeah.
I did get it right. Well,
Right first time.
I've only just opened it. Just checking out some new self-promo that's landed for Totally Branded that we are sending out to our customers. So we're in the self-promo room where we get all of our sort of goodie packs, our apology packs out to customers when things have gone wrong, their order hasn't quite gone to plan, and our sort of outreach packs. So this is where they'll get made, and we hold all our stock of all the stuff where we really practice what we preach in here and have our own kit. We've got some new bits that we've invested in lately. So we've got these really nice new like multi-tools. I just think giving away high quality practical things that people are actually going to find useful, has a bit of retail value, and they want to hold on to, and where they're going to find useful day to day in their everyday life. I just think it's such a good idea. So these, not the cheapest of things, but these multi-tools, they've got all these different Allen keys on them. There's all sorts of different functionality. There's screwdrivers on here, there's bottle opener, there's different spanners, 15mm, 10mm, such a good product. High quality, retail grade. It's got 18 functions, I've just read on here. Socket set, slotted screwdriver, wrenches. Great product, and we've already had such good feedback from sending these sort of things out to people. So yeah, just come to check it out, because some of this stuff's only just landed. We just got these bad boys in. these are becoming all the fad at the minute, these new extra large water bottles, but they've got the whole, everyone's on the health kick, new year, new me, and we've got these sort of new markers as to certain times of the day, how much to sort of have you drunk, and it tracks, you know, up to 1,000 ml on the other side, and just subtle. I think some people go too loud with trying to put their brand on things. People just don't want to use it. If you've emblazoned your logo all over it, it's just too loud for people. People like subtle, but they're still remembering you every time they use it because it's the gesture, the fact that you've provided it to them free of charge. People just love it, and these are quite cool. They've got these little snap caps thing. Yeah, really good. I just love the fact that we're not giving away we're giving away stuff that has actually that's good quality, nice, I would want to keep, and I myself would want to use. So yeah, really good. Room is getting filled out with stuff, but as quick as it's coming in, it's going back out the door. But the feedback's really good. The emails we get on a daily basis are so encouraging. So very pleased about that.
Hey guys, any progress on the heat press?
At long last, we finally managed to get the heat press working, Sam. So follow us this way and we will show you how it works. Michael will give us a demo of the press in action.
Lovely, come with me.
So initially we made some SOPs on every single possible thing you need to know for this press, which has allowed Michael to just basically follow these and get the press set up, working and in use independently, and also leverage work, because this is here for anyone ever to come and learn. So if Michael wasn't in one day and we needed somebody to cover on this press, no problem at all. They can just follow these very detailed SOPs, and we know that the machine's going to be run correctly, efficiently and safely, which is the three most important things. So fire away, my friend.
Lovely. Let me give you a little demonstration. So this is a lovely example of what we can achieve. Very, very nice.
Awesome. Nice indeed.
So we begin by placing the tote onto the platen. We grab our transfer, carefully making sure it is in the perfect position, and then we simply press the green button, and away we go.
While that one's pressing.
And while this one is pressing, we then set the next one up, take this over here to this platen, take our next transfer, get this one perfectly centered, and the machine automatically does the next one. Then we come back to the first platen, we remove the film, and it is now ready to be sealed. And as you can see, after it's done the second press, it then returns to do a 5-second seal. Perfect.
And then finally comes across and seals the last one. And there we go. Job done.
Easy as that.
Which is a lot better than the last press, isn't it? Because on our previous presses, I probably need to tell this to stop now because we're not continuing good production. Oh, apologies. That's just the air compressor filling back up with some air to power this bad boy. But yeah, it's a lot better than the previous presses, especially that feature where you can add a seal time and a press time. So what we had to do on our previous presses were you could only set one time, and you would then have to manually lift and close the press. Like with this one, you would have to manually then watch the time, let it count down for 5 seconds, then lift it, then take it out, change to the next one. So it's very, very time consuming, and also the strain on an operator doing this all day, up and down, whereas now this machine, partnered with the air compressor, does the hard work for us.
Yeah.
So it should just mean we're a lot more efficient, we're getting a lot more done per hour, and it's a lot less physical strain on Mike. So all positive. The final step is we just need to get it bolted to the table, just purely to be that extra bit safe. Just to make sure that, again, no operators are at any sort of risk of the table collapsing, etc., or the press deciding to jump out at us. But at long last, it's taken a lot longer than it should have and that we'd have hoped to, but the past is the past, the future is bright.
Exactly, better
Happy?
late than never, exactly. Yeah.
Happy with it?
Very happy.
Superb. That is what we've done.
We are wrapping up another week. It's been a bit of a whirlwind, plenty going on, plenty of highs and a few lows. It's all go, but I've just called into the warehouse and it's busy. We have got a lot of stock and we are crying out for new space. I can't believe this mez was only put in what feels like a few months ago, and it is filled to the brim. We are crying out for more space, and we're really stuck between a rock and a hard place in terms of just finding a location within the local area that's big enough for us without needing to relocate the whole business. We want to get a forever home, but finding a plot of land that's big enough for us to really build something that's future-proof is proving difficult. We're on the lookout, but yeah, all I'm hearing at the moment is, Tay, we're really limited by space. We can't do that, Tay, because of space. We can't grow quick enough because of space, which is so frustrating. So I think if I had my time again, I would go bigger earlier and stretch myself, because I feel like I'm one of those people that if you just stretch yourself and you've got your backs against the wall a little bit, I do sometimes thrive under that level of pressure, because it makes me up the ante, and I'm more aggressive in making sure I deliver and find the work to warrant the space. And I think a mistake I made here is when we came in here, it was big, but I should have thought 5 years ahead, not 2 years. And we're suffering now as a result of it, because our inefficiencies are starting to show with how we're purchasing and how we're being able to be as reactive as we want to be with stock. We're trying to make the best of it. The team are rallying round. We're trying to rejig and trying to look at our space and how we make this place as smooth operationally as possible given our limitations. But that's our trial and tribulation of this week. But until next time, thank you for being here. Really appreciate it. Hope you've enjoyed it. See you next time.